Welcome to Protect Nature, the place to recreate the true scenes and haunting the terrible devastation of nature. Here, you will witness the intense storms sweeping everything on the way, and the horrific floods engulf the whole city, leaving an unbelievable ruin scene. Each image, every movie, at Protect Nature, is a clear awakening scene of the terrifying power of nature, calling us to act immediately to minimize the impact and protect the valuable planet of me. Join us to discover, understand more about the serious challenges that the Earth is facing, and find a sustainable solution to protect the blue of the planet. Are you ready to enter this journey? Start today. The roof was flipped up and swept away by the strong whirlwind. The muddy, flooded water flowing into the riverbank seriously, causing the coastal houses to collapse in the blink of an eye. The fire broke out violently, and soon after that, a large explosion rang out, completely destroying everything around. The terrible wind blew the roof off. It was terrifying. Floodwaters rise and flow, causing the river's house to collapse. God, the house caught fire violently and collapsed completely. The house collapsed and was drifted by the floodwater. The strong wind swept everything like a crazy whirlwind, creating a terrible, chaotic scene. The walls collapsed, the dust flew up, creating a catastrophic and horrific sight. Road along the river suddenly collapsed, dragging a series of rushing trees. Oh my God, serious cliffs are dangerous to dangerous houses next to the foot of the mountain. The tornado appears as a giant smoke column, swirling in the sky, carrying the terrifying, destructive power. The fire rising violently burned the house in the blink of an eye. The rescue force was trying to put the fire and save the injured people. The whole house was submerged in serious floods. A series of houses were burned and collapsed. The damage was too terrible. The giant rocky soil is swirling down from the cliff. The house collapsed due to landslides after the rain when the rocks from the hillside fell down, creating a catastrophic scene. Flooded water flows, causing the house to be flooded and collapse strongly. The roadside is seriously eroded. The car is trapped and at risk of falling into the flood flow. The pouring rain made the road eroded, seriously eroded. The raging storm swept through, bringing with it powerful winds that whipped the ground, plunging the entire town into a haze of rain, wind, and darkness. Floods swept a series of rocks from the mountains to the village, creating a devastating rage. The giant tornado is sweeping everything into the sky. A serious landslide caused the ancient tree to turn the root, collapsed to the ground. The whole forest was burning violently. The black smoke was so scary. The tornado in the forest is like a column of black smoke curled up. So scary. The Rocky Mountains suddenly cracked. The giant rocks fell down to create a horrific scene. Floods flooded, swept away the rock, causing the road sides. The fire broke out violently, burned the house in the red flame. The black smoke swirled up. Floods swept with mud into the town, rolled away from the town. Large storms caused flooding and destroyed serious towns. The giant whirlwind is flying everything into the sky. Floods overflow, submerged the house, and rolled everything on the way, leaving a desperate scene. The ancient stumps were knocked after the horrific storm. Trees and rocks are simultaneously falling, creating a chaotic and horrific scene. The house is gradually sinking due to floodwaters too high, causing heavy damage to the people. The infrastructure is seriously damaged by floodwaters. The tornado is like a pillar of black smoke, rushing through the sky, carrying the terrible, devastating power. The bridge collapsed and swept away by the terrible flood. The giant rocky soil rushed down, stopped the mountain road. The giant iceberg drifted on the shore violently, the risk of flooding. A series of rushing soil falls like the wrath of nature, seriously threatening the nearby houses. For many days, the river rains rising and flooding the town, causing a large flood. The fiery lava flooded down, radiating terrifying heat, burning everything on the way. Floodwaters swept up the thick flooded mud, which flooded everywhere, causing the scenery to be in chaos and darkness. Floods come like a rage of nature. Water swirling, swallowed everything on the way. Floodwaters are serious riverside landslides. Houses and streets are seriously damaged. The storms were intense, wrapped with the strong wind and poured down the water like the waterfall. The hail falls like silver balls pouring into the ground, creating a resounding sound. The terrible floodwaters made people struggling between the fast stream. The floodwaters were surging, and the rushing water was terrifying. We would like to send deep gratitude to you for accompanying Protect Nature on the journey to discover the harsh strength of nature and the imprints that it left. From rage storms, devastating tsunami, to scary landslides, we not only witness the destruction, but also clearly feel the resilient spirit of people before all challenges. Your support is a great source of encouragement, helping us to continue the mission of protecting the Earth and towards a green and sustainable future. Together, we will build a world of people and nature blending, developing prosperous and more beautiful. Continue to accompany to make your dream of a healthy planet into reality.